Hi there, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a saw lead in FM8, a filtered saw lead that will be quite powerful as we open the filter or automate the filter, and also very useful for maybe trance or progressive house genres. Here's the sound we're going to be making. And it's important to note at this stage really that this sound is definitely going to lend itself to a polyphonic chord sequence more so than a monophonic sort of single note kind of pattern. So they're the chords I had for this sound. So let's go ahead and program a new sound in FM8 and start off with the operators really. So go to ops, and for operator F we're going to have a sawtooth, and we're going to take the ratio down to 0.9901, and the offset is going to be 0.29. I'm going to key sync this operator as well, and these are all the operators are going to route through the filter, so push this up to about 60 and take that routing out, and then route operator F to the filter at 100, so full volume going to the filter. And operator E here, we're going to have this as a PWM ramp mod. Going to key sync it again. It's going to be the opposite direction now for the offset, so minus 0.29. And the ratio is going to go in the opposite direction as well, so we're going to have 1.0099. and for operator D, well, E needs to be turned on and routed to the filter again. Operator D, turn that on, routed to the filter. Operator D is going to be a sawtooth wave, it's going to be key synced. Going to go offset plus around about 25, 24, and going to have the ratio at 2, but just a little bit low, 1.9966, so just detuning these operators slightly. And operator C is going to be a PWM ramp mod, and a key sync it is going to be 0.10 on the offset, and we're going to take the ratio up to 1.0020. So and need to turn C on actually and route it to the filter. Actually, we're not going to go 100 with this. Going to take the volume of operator C down a little bit to about 88 and turn operator B on, route that to the filter. That's going to be a little bit lower again, that's going to be about 68, and operator B is going to be a sawtooth. Key sync it and take the offset to 0.20, and the ratio take up to 3, and then just detune it ever so slightly again to 2.9967. That'll be right. And next thing up, I'll turn on operator A actually, and then route that to the filter. This is going to be a sine wave, going to key sync it. Keep the offset at 0 for this operator, and the ratio is going to be 0.5. So, and then what we want to do here is route C into itself, feed it back into itself, go up to about 30 there. D, do the same thing, but maybe about 20, 22. E, we're going to go about 36, and then we're going to feed operator F into operator D, and only a small amount here, about 10. Just going to grit this. It just kind of distorts the operators a little bit, this kind of feeding back and feeding it into each other and stuff. So next thing we can do is set up the master page, give the sound 2 voices, detune, turn the detune up ever so slightly, and the pan positioning as well. So we're just going to pan those voices out a little bit, turn it up to about halfway. And the analog, I'm going to go up to about 40 with this. So next thing we can do is set the envelopes up. So I'm going to link all these envelopes together. So A, we can set A, and if we just link right through to F. And going to be quite a simple envelope really, just going to drag the sustain level down a little bit and pull out the release. Actually pull the release out a little bit further so we get, get a bit more release on the sound, which is quite nice for a sound like this. And next thing to do really is maybe set the filter up. So if we pull the cutoff down to around about 38, the resonance can stay around where it is. The mode wants to be on the low pass filter, and filter 2 can pretty much stay as it is, and then this routing can stay as it is, so we've got it routed to filter 2 and in serial mode. Keep the envelope amount at 0, and then we've just filtered the sound out a little bit there. We don't really need to mess around with the filter envelope because we're not activating it here. So we can start dialing some effects next, and put a tube amp in just to beef the sound up some, turn the volume up a bit, and the drive right down. So that's just warming the sound up a little bit. Shelving EQ we can put in next, and just boosting the tops a little bit on this. Check the shelving EQ when we filter the sound out, that it's not going to be too bright with that shelving EQ. And the final effect really is going to be a reverb, and have quite a sort of large time on this, and then just pull the dry wet down, so it's just accentuating that release stage a little bit further really. Okay, that's the effects done there. Just going to add a little bit of vibrato to the sound here. Just this LFO1, it's just modulating the pitch here. Just turn it up to about 10, and then we can sync this vibrato effect that we've got on LFO1. Sync it and change the wave to a sine wave. Key sync it so it's a consistent sound each time a new key is pressed. Keep the rate around about 50, and can take the key scaling and velocity scaling down. So there we have our sound, which is a stacked kind of lead sound using all the operators in FM8 to create quite a rich sound. Definitely better played on chords, this sort of sound. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it insightful and useful, and any questions please get in touch. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.